Any volunteer to light a candle? Yeah, yes. Anyone else? Yeah, one more candle. Let's sit down. Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The three refuges.
Buddhang saranam gacchami, Dhammang saranam gacchami, Sanghang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranam gacchami.
Tatiyampi
Buddhang saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhamman Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Adinādāna Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Kāmesu Miccācārā Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Musāvādā Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Surameraya Madhya Pamadatthāna Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by the sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagavā araham sammā sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sārati Santa Deva Manusānam Buddho Bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Swakkhato Bhagavata Dhammo Samdittiko Akariko Ehi pasnsiko opanayiko Paccantam veditabbo vinyuhiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අට්ඨ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක් කෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
ඝනසාරම් ප්‍රදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමුනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන දූපේනහං සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං.
Offering of flowers.
වන්න ගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන හේතේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං පුම්පං විලායාති යථා ඉදං මේ ආයෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං.
Offering of water.
ආදිවාසේතු නෝභන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Offering of drinks.
ආදිවාසේතු නෝභන්තේ ගිලාන පච්චයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සම්බඨානේ සුපතිට්ඨිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
Namaste Mano. Rate Nante Yam Yam. Punyami Sandam Vipulam Alantam Tassanu Bhavena Hadanterayo.
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the link in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as easily as rust from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental refinements are weakened, and the freedom from greed is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
So let us together make an effort to cultivate our loving kindness and our mindfulness. Both skills are present in us. We just need a time to cultivate them, sharpen them. So now it is the time for us to do that. So take a moment to rejoice and appreciate this moment. So in our day, we have decided to give our 100% time, attention to grow our mind, cultivate these awesome qualities in us. This is true self care and self growth. And this growth will help so many other beings that we meet in our life. So take a moment and appreciate and rejoice your decision to come here. Rejoice that with whatever practice training you are doing here is going to benefit countless beings in future. With that, rejoice Make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space, this gathering, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and to the chant, and try to settle down yourself in this moment. Try to feel your body. Wherever you have pressed muscles against the cushion or the chair, try to feel that pressed muscles. And wherever you feel your clothes, try to feel them. And throughout the chant and the bell, try to keep coming back to your body and try to feel your body.
Dear spiritual friends, you just listened to the chanting Namo Buddhaya, which means pay homage to the Buddha. Take a moment to listen to your mind. The sound of chanting is still resounding in your mind. Listen to your mind. With that soothing sound of chanting, let's settle down right here. Relaxing the body and adjusting the body into a comfortable meditative posture. You can keep your upper body somewhat upright and chin somewhat parallel to the floor. Both palms are resting on your lap. You are keeping your both eyes closed gently. This is your meditative posture. Feel how you are keeping your body. You are in a motionless posture. Try to maintain this posture during the meditation. If you feel you want to change or move your body, meanwhile the meditation, you can do it slowly and mindfully. Otherwise, try your best to be in this posture. Now take a moment to feel your entire body. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Feel the whole body and relax. Relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Feel your feet, your lower legs, your upper legs, back muscles, belly muscles, chest muscles, and relax. Feel your chest area and both shoulders. To feel more closely, you can take a deep breath slowly and slowly breathe out. Feel the relaxation in your upper body. Feel both shoulders, how they are relaxing while you are breathing out. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers and fingertips. You can feel how the fingers are touching each other, the way that you are keeping your palms together. Feel your neck area, facial muscles and relax. To relax your facial muscles, you can just invite a gentle smile into your face. Feel the relaxation in your facial muscles. Feel your forehead and the top of your head. And relax your body. Be with your body. Now you are in a relaxed posture. You are relaxed. Now it's time to find out your mind. Where your mind is right now. Find it out and observe what is happening there. What is really going on in your mind in this moment. Thoughts. You may have various types of thoughts in your mind, popping up one after the other. Thoughts appear in your mind as people, things, or memories. Observe all the thoughts which are occurring in your mind and notice them mindfully. You may have pleasant thoughts or unpleasant thoughts in your mind. Some thoughts are wholesome, some thoughts are unwholesome. No matter what they are, let them occur. Observe and notice them. Whether they are related to past, future, or present. They are just thoughts. You are mindfully observing your own mind and noticing the thoughts. Be with your mind. Observing and noticing the thoughts. You understand the nature of your mind. You understand how the thoughts are occurring in your mind. With this understanding, now you can generate whatever wholesome thought that you wish to cultivate in your mind. Purposefully, you can generate wholesome thoughts in your mind. In this meditation, we are cultivating the thoughts of loving kindness, loving friendliness, loving kindness. What a beautiful thought that you can generate. Wishing everyone else to be well, to be happy, to be peaceful. loving kindness, the universal friendliness. You are going to cultivate the unconditional love to everyone else without exception, to all beings. You can start from yourself. Cultivating the thoughts of loving kindness, the wishes of loving kindness. Think about yourself, the person sitting right here, this person deserves loving kindness. Think about your body, your mind, and your life. And genuinely make the wishes of loving kindness for yourself. The guidance will help you to generate loving kindness. Mindfully listen to the guidance and repeat it in your mind. And generate loving kindness. Be with the guidance. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness. And you can radiate the loving kindness you are generating throughout your body. Wishing a healthy body. May my body be healthy. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. Radiate your loving kindness from the skin to the internal organ of your body. May the skin of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Penetrate in the skin, radiate loving kindness into the muscles and the bones of your body. May the muscles and the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness into all the internal functions, the organs, the systems in your body. Even in this moment, they are functioning for you. Deeply appreciating that support, radiate loving kindness into each and every parts of the body, into all the systems and internal functions of the body, into internal organs of your body. Feel all the systems in your body, the respiratory system, the vital function of the body, the cardiovascular system, cardiac muscles, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the immune system, the brain, the sensory organs, eyes, ears, nose, and tongue. Appreciate the support of all these organs, systems, functions. Even in this moment, they are functioning. That is for you to maintain your healthy life. Deeply appreciating that support. Radiate loving kindness throughout all these systems, all these organs. May all these systems, the organs of my body, be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your mind. Your mind is full of loving kindness, the wishes of loving kindness. Now it's time to expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The loving kindness you are generating is boundless, no limits. Now you can start extending the same wishes beyond yourself. Extend the same wishes of loving kindness to all others. Let's start from here. You can think about your friends who are practicing the same meditation with you, who are sitting around you. Let's share the wishes of loving kindness with each other, with these spiritual friends, including these monks. May all these spiritual friends who are practicing this meditation with me right here be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all these friends be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. While you are extending the wishes of loving kindness, feel how you receive the wishes of loving kindness from your friends. We are full of loving kindness right here. Now let's expand our loving kindness beyond this room. You can think about your beloved ones in your life, your family members, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, anyone else in your life. Think about them and extend the same wishes for them. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Now you can expand your loving kindness beyond the circle of the beloved ones. The loving kindness you are generating is the unconditional love, no limits, no boundaries, without exception. You can extend these wishes to all beings. That is your genuine loving kindness. Let's expand our loving kindness beyond this room. Not only for human beings, to all the animals, all the other creatures living near or far away places, visible or invisible, large ones, tiny ones. May all beings receive my loving kindness and be healed, be healed, be healed. Expand more and more. Sitting right here, you can extend the wishes of loving kindness into every direction. Extend your wishes of loving kindness into the direction of the front, back, left, right, above, and below. May all beings living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. There are so many beings who are suffering due to many conditions. Even in this moment, maybe in this neighborhood, extend your genuine wishes for them. May all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Repeat it in your mind. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. I'll chant the same in Pali. Being with the chanting, generate loving kindness for all beings. May all beings have happy minds. Sabbi Santa Bhavantu sukhi tanta. Sabbi santa. Bhavantu sukhi tanta. Sabbi santa. Bhavantu sukhi tanta. Sabbi santa. Bhavantu sukhi tanta. Observe your present mind. Observe how loving kindness has made your mind peaceful. You are peaceful and relaxed. Now, with your peaceful mind, gently move your attention into your breath. To practice breathing meditation as a silent meditation, you are going to spend the next few minutes observing your in breath and out breath mindfully. As a preparation, if you have changed your posture, try to keep your upper body upright and chin somewhat parallel to the floor. And keep your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils. The area you can feel your in breath and out breath more easily. Take few deep breaths slowly and slowly breathe out while feeling the changes happening in your body and how you feel your in breath and out breath in between your upper lip and nostrils. Slowly come back to your natural breath. Until you hear the sound of the bell. Mindful breathe in and mindful breathe out. Be with your breath. You are in the last few minutes in your meditation. Make your full effort to be with the breath in these last few minutes. Mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. Dukkha Nidukkha Bhayapattache Nibbaya Sukampattache Nisusoka Hontu sabbepi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief Be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. Let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who passed this wisdom, this teaching from generation to generation. And also, you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for your meditation today. And let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who helped us to practice this meditation peacefully. Here, who arranged and cleaned this place for you, who are taking care of this center for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. Even these non living things we are using for our meditation, the cushion, the chair you are sitting on, this bell, this device which help to connect to this meditation. Deeply feeling gratitude to everyone and everything. To conclude our meditation, let's say sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, it was a peaceful meditation. Yeah, thank you, Bante, for the guidance and chanting. Anyone like to share your experience or any questions you had?
I'll share.
Yes, okay.
It's my first time here,
Um,
so I definitely noticed more mind fluttering just being in a new space with new people than I am used to at my house. But other than that, I felt I felt the love in the room from everyone. So thank you all.
Yeah. So glad, Bante guided to like first, extend the each other, right? Yeah. Hopefully, you also extend a wish for me, also, right? For wishing me good. So. Okay. So thank you for sharing. Yeah. So let us move to our discussion today. So these days we are learning the Loving Kindness Sutra, which is in page 16. Even though you turn to the page, you only learn just one word a week. Yeah. This is, just to give you again, some background, because every day we have some new people. So this is a important discourse given by the Buddha on how to practice loving kindness. So here we find an interesting gradual cultivation, gradual deepening of our loving kindness practice. So before Buddha talked about loving kindness, he has given 14 other qualities that will support our loving kindness. And loving kindness is not like a one single quality. It is connected and supported by few other qualities. So it's a more like a holistic practice. So we are learning those qualities, just to understand what does it mean, and how we can cultivate them. So just to refresh our mind, and let's try to read the English translation from verse number 1 to number 3. Okay, let's read together. He who is skilled in working out one's well being and who wishes to attain the state of peace should act thus. He should be adroit, straight, upright, obedient, gentle, and humble. He should be contented, easily supportable, with few responsibilities of simple livelihood, control in his senses, prudent, courteous, and not hanker after association with families. Let him not perform the slightest wrong for which wise men may rebuke him. Let him think, may all beings be well and happy, and may they have happy minds. So you can see, the loving kindness comes at the last when we go through an interesting list of qualities, and we have been learning all these qualities. So today, actually, we are in second verse, Santusako. Santusako. That means he should be contented. So, among many other virtues, contentment is given as a quality that will support our loving kindness. So let's try to understand what we really mean by contentment, and then how does it support loving kindness. So the term santusago means actually happiness, but in Pali always that a term refers to happiness that we generate by appreciating what we have. So that is contentment. So the big part of being content is actually deep appreciation and also gratitude to whatever blessings, whatever resources, whatever good things we have in our life. So that's an important part of being contented, recognizing and paying attention to the blessings and whatever goodness in our life, and then recognizing, acknowledging, and also accepting it, and then appreciative of it. So it's so important, important for us to maintain loving kindness, because the opposite of contentment is discontent. Yeah, easily. So what will be other one? Okay, discontent, and then if someone is not content, what he will be doing mostly? Yeah, suffer. Yeah. So internally suffer, and what he will do?
Craving.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, complaining. Yes, exactly. That's important. In complaining, and also we also talk about comparing. Last week, if someone is not content, and he will be complaining, comparing, and then as a result of comparing, he will experience jealousy. So jealousy is not at all helpful to practice loving kindness, right? So it really, help does not allow us to, grow as a human being. So that is why, the contentment can be really, really useful. So it's more like internal satisfaction, and the point is that at what point we should feel contented. That's a really tricky question to ask. What's the point we should feel contentment, or feeling contentment should we stop doing things after we feel contented? That will be another question to ask. So of course, we all have basic needs. We all have basic needs. I think once we fulfill our basic needs, like our requirement for food, our shelter, and and basic needs of clothes and maybe medicine. Those are the four requisites for monks. And once we fulfill our basic needs, everything else is additional, right? As monks, Bhante, when we receive our higher ordination, because we are novice monks until we reach age of 20, and once we finish our training, and then we are given higher ordination, we become full monks. In that ceremony, of many things happen, but one interesting advice, traditionally given by the senior masters, to new candidates is that from today onwards, your basic level of satisfaction in terms of food going to be your alms food. That means, you go out and collect your alms. If people give you food, and that is your level of satisfaction. And root of a tree will be your level of satisfaction in terms of your residence. Okay. And then the trash clothes, washed trash clothes will be your level of contentment in terms of your robes, because robes is a patchwork. So we are not allowed to wear one single cloth. We have to take clothes and make it a patchwork. Even when we get a new piece of cloth, we have to cut it and then we again put it back. So, so the level of satisfaction will be the trash clothes, and those days actually monks use the clothes they used to wrap dead bodies, and then then nobody want to use them. So monks, okay, we will use them, and they will wash it and then use it. So that's so in terms of clothes, your level of satisfaction is the trash clothes. In terms of medicines, your level of satisfaction is the herbs. But there's a particular herb. Yeah, basically herbs. But those days they use one very common medicine, actually, urine of cows, and then you put arulu.
I don't know.
Arulu. I forget the English name for arulu. There's a particular you soak you soak a seed, not seed. Can you see, Mandy, a seed? What? You soak that particular fruit, a small fruit, a seed, in the urine of cow, and then it become like a medicine like a common medicine for everything. So in simple terms, herbs. So they advise us, this is going to be your level of satisfaction. Everything else, but you will receive so many other things, but consider everything else as extra. So if people if people offer us robes, so for us it's extra. If people bring us food, for us it's extra. If people provide us residence, not a tree, but residence, is an extra. So our level of satisfaction is very low. So that's the advice they give. Of course, many monks live, with the facilities beyond in all these facilities. But we are always reminded that did you get the name? One?
Maybe that is the medicinal name. How to call it?
Terminia, yeah, Terminia cloud. But that's okay. So it's simply the herbs. So therefore, so we are always reminded that we can enjoy all other facilities, everything, but we have to remind ourselves this is extra, additional. Yeah, so we cannot complain. We cannot complain that this resident is not good enough or whatever, because our level of satisfaction is under tree. But of course, if it is not in a winter season, in the winter season we have to have better one. But anyway, so I think when it comes to contentment, I think once we fulfill our basic needs, and then we can go for more than that, but knowing that that is additional. That helps us to appreciate whatever we have and then be contented. And then it doesn't mean that we are going to throw away, other, luxuries we receive, but knowing that these are additional. So that's one important way of practicing contentment. So in fact, Buddha talked about contentment. He has a very interesting statement saying that contentment is the greatest wealth. Santuti Paraman Dhanam. Dhanam means wealth. Paraman Dhanam, the ultimate wealth, is Santuti, contentment. So how contentment become the ultimate wealth? Because no other wealth can make you satisfied. I think human mind in such a state that I think it's very difficult for us to feel satisfied by simply accumulation of wealth. If people feel satisfied in accumulation of wealth or resources, I think And we can think about so-called rich people in the world, and they keep accumulating. Billionaires want to be millionaires, want to be billionaires, and now even billionaires want to be trillionaires one day. Yeah, soon. So, but anyway, so there's no stop to it. In fact, actually, there's interesting saying in the Dhammapada, the important collection of the verse of the Buddha. Buddha said that even there will be a rain of gold coins. Imagine that, yesterday was raining. Imagine that there was a rain of gold coins. So even there's a rain of gold coins, that will not be enough to satisfy one person's desire. Maybe these days not gold coin, maybe bitcoins, but even there's a rain of bitcoins, it will not. It's still enough to
That's acquiring of knowledge, reach satisfaction.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, that's where I'm coming. Yeah. Okay. A little bit far ahead. Yeah. Yeah. So let's come to that. Okay. So I think so. Here, let me read that. There will be no satisfaction even with the rain of gold coins, because sensual pleasures give little satisfaction but much pain. Having understood this, the wise person finds no delight even in heavenly pleasures. And the disciple of the Buddha delights in the destruction of craving. So, and unless you do something to the craving, and there'll be no satisfaction. There's no way that you can fulfill the craving by getting things, owning things. It's like a bottomless pit. Yes, Jix.
So what if you know you should be content,
Yeah.
but you aren't?
Hmm.
And how do you get past that?
Okay, can you rephrase that question?
So what if you like you have all your basic needs,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I should be content, I should be happy, but you just are not.
Yeah.
So how do you get
Yeah.
get there?
Okay. I think the basic point here is actually, it's not something that we should do forcefully. It's basically the appreciating what we have. So deep appreciation helps us to calm down, and doesn't mean that we stop, growing. That's where we want to come, knowledge. I think the key part of being contented will be taking a moment to appreciate, what we have. So the appreciation will kind of, fill our mind. Actually, so that appreciation gives us the energy to move forward. Otherwise, let's say if you are not really satisfied or do not appreciate and always say not enough, not enough, we will move forward to do many things, but we do with a sense of frustration, sense of not from a happy place. But if we have deep appreciation, and that will give you energy, still energy to move forward. And then you will move forward not only for your own sake, but for the sake of many others. And if you are growing a business, for example, and you are quite appreciative of your progress you have made so far, you are deeply appreciative of the co-workers and the employees who ever supported you, and deeply have appreciation, that gives you energy. Okay, let me help more. But not from the place of unhappiness or frustration. I want to hit that target or this target. Yeah. So I think maybe the appreciation will help. Yeah. I think I also have this quote from Mahatma Gandhi saying that Earth provides enough to satisfy every person's need, but not even one man's greed. Yeah. So the difference between need and greed. Yeah, that's fair. So I think the other important part of how to really find satisfaction or contentment is to deeply understand that our happiness happens in our mind. Not actually, the happiness is ultimately a mental state. Just know that. Of course, to be happy, we like to be with people. We like to have a raise in our pay. right? And we have all these external conditions for us to feel happy, but ultimately it is the mind that is happy, right? So it's ultimately mental state. So contentment will be very easy if people know how to really find deep happiness in their mind through practices like this: meditation. The meditation, like gratefulness and appreciation. There are many other ways that you can actually find deeper happiness. The happiness that is even deeper than the happiness that you will get when you ride a Ferrari, for example. So those things will give you excitement, whatever happiness. But you realize that actually there are levels of happiness that is beyond our senses. Usually, our happiness, we understand, is related to our senses, through exciting things, hearing, smelling, tasting, whatever. But we understand there's a deeper levels of happiness that is beyond senses, and we experience it in the moments of meditation and deep calmness, in moments of deep gratitude, and we experience it. Once you experience it, you realize that, oh, this is more deeper, more depth to it than simply excitement and indulgence. So therefore, you turn your mind not to too much worry about lacking some excitement, lacking some indulgence. You are quite okay with it because you have more deeper source of happiness within yourself. So now we come to the point here. So one is that your question is that can we be contented that we know enough, in terms of knowledge? If we can even think about in terms of spiritual practice, let's say you realize, oh, okay, whatever spirituality I have is just enough, and then whatever the way I can manage my anger is enough, and my relationships, whatever the way I handle is enough. I don't want to meditate anymore. Is that contentment? How we can actually differentiate contentment and complacence? How we can distinguish that? That would be really challenging.
I think complacent is we're not putting the effort that's needed.
Okay.
I'd also like to tie it to a personal experience. Like I am in sales, so I set myself target for each month. So
Okay.
last month I did not achieve my target. So I was very not content, irritated, annoyed, and very kind of agitated. So then I'm like, it feels very not peaceful, right? You're all the time like anxious. So then I kind of said, okay, am I putting the effort to get to my target? I was,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
still didn't make my target. And I said, that's it. It's not in my hands to always reach my target, right? So I kind of had to get calm, and these satsangs really help also. So I'm going to put my effort, but the results isn't God's
Yeah,
hands.
yes.
So I'm going
So
to be
many
content with
conditions.
the output. So if I'm not putting the effort, I feel that would be complacent.
Yeah. So when you pay attention, when you recognize that I have put my energy, I have done whatever my part, then we cannot control the result, and there are so many other conditions at play, right? So then when you realize that I have put my part, and then so it's not, I can be contented. Yeah. In terms of knowledge and spiritual growth, I think one one thing is actually, of course, um, and the knowledge is another form of accumulation, but there's an interesting difference between knowledge and then personal realization. Sometimes we go for knowledge, like learning more facts and more facts and more facts, which are useful and helpful, but the knowledge itself is not really bringing us any satisfaction or any growth. We can be fully knowledgeable, but in terms of our behavior, the way we handle things can be not up to the knowledge. There's a difference between knowledge and we can call it realization, personal realization, or you can call it even wisdom. So there are two levels, right? So I think once you have even little bit knowledge, our goal has to be how can I personally experience it? How can I make it more personal realization? So that will be our goal. Um, so sometimes we don't need that much of knowledge in terms of facts and information. But if you know to some extent, and then if you put whatever little bit we know into our practice and have personal realization, and we will have a deeper understanding, right? And so I think so in that case we had to move beyond knowledge to have more personal understanding.
The one he knows, he doesn't know anything
Yeah,
because there is a lot to know.
yeah. And Buddha say that person who admit that he doesn't know is wise by simply the fact that he don't accept it. Yeah, that is wise. Yeah, I think so. Maybe the question we have to ask again, will the contentment stop our growth? How we can combine, growth in terms of our personal life, in terms of our spiritual life, our, our family and social life. We are all kind of, moving forward, and even spiritual, progress is seen as a gradual path. We are gradually, developing skills and learning and then evolving ourselves. So um, how we can resolve, contentment and growth. Does contentment means we stop growing?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we have this idea that if you are contented, that means you shouldn't do anything. But I think we should continue to do, right? Yes.
Sometimes I think, oh, well, nothing lasts forever, so I'm just going to stop and enjoy this contentment.
Nothing lasts forever. Yeah. So therefore,
I'm going to stop and enjoy the contentment for just a little bit. That's where I think sometimes.
you stop what? Stop being contented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like or just take a pause from meditation, take a pause from everything.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. It's not going to last forever.
Okay. So that enjoying it with full heart will be a contender. Right? Not expecting, expecting what not expecting more than what it is. So I think we need to understand that being contented doesn't mean that we stop doing things. We stop, doing whatever we are doing. Contentment is a state of mind that we are fully appreciative of whatever the condition we are in, and fully appreciative of whoever the people who have helped us, and fully appreciative of that. And then if you need to grow and move, you can still do it, but not from the place of frustration or anger, but more of growing the same quality more and more, multiplying the wholesome quality. And if we are contented, with our Buddhist center right now, we will not plan anything. We will not plan anything to expand our facility for meditation. We will stop doing that. But we keep planning things more and more. But we are quite appreciative of what we have right now. Okay. I think lastly, I would like to share a story. Whenever we teach contentment to our children, we teach this story of a crow. Have you heard the story of a crow who is not very happy with the way he looks? Crow. Do you have crow here? We have ravens here, right? Yeah.
We have crows.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. In Asia, we have a lot of crows. Yes, anyway, so the one day, this story. a monk was meditating in the forest, and there was a crow above him, and it's very, very sad, because the way he looked. And then nobody likes crows. They chase away whenever you see them. So he was crying. The monk had the drop of tear falling into his hand. He said, "Who is this?" Okay, it's a crow. That's why you are crying. He said, "Oh, master, I'm having such a terrible life. Nobody likes me. Everybody chases me away. And look at me. I'm completely black. So ugly. I will be the worst bird in the world. I'm so unhappy. So teach me what I can do to make my life happy." And he said, "Okay. Do you think that there are other birds who may be happier than you?" I said, "Oh, yes. I think all other birds should be happier than me. Nobody as black as me, and nobody. So it's okay. Just maybe I give you 7 days, and then just go and meet different birds, and come back to me and say who is the happiest bird in the world." So the crow has been always thinking about swans. So they are very beautiful. Everybody loves swans, and they're complete white and clean. So first he actually went to the swan and said, "Okay, hi bird, and I came to know, are you happy? So because I see that you are really, really nice. You look really, elegant, and I'm so. And are you happy?" I said, "Happy? Do you mean I'm happy? Look at me, just one color, just plain white. You haven't seen birds in the forest. I'm just one color. It feels so boring to me. I'm not really happy. I wish if I have, as I'm colorful as a parrot. I'm sure that parrots should be happier than me." So then he went to the parrots. And parrots have got a nice beak and all this different shape, and he asked about him. Are you happy the way you look? And of course, parrots has his own problem. He said, "Okay, yes, definitely. I have more skills and I look so beautiful, but I always live in fear because I'm afraid that if people see me, they will catch me. They will catch me. They like to keep me home because I talk and I'm so beautiful. They like to own me. So always I'm flying with fear. And I wish, if I'm not in happiness. And moreover, you see that I have more colors. You see only I have 3-4 colors. But you will go and see a peacock. How colorful is that? That should be the happiest animal. So the crow was looking for a peacock. He couldn't find any peacock in the forest, but he found one in the zoo. So the crow doesn't need any tickets. So he went to the zoo and talk with the peacock. And that's how colorful you are, how beautiful you are. You see how many people come to see you. Such a great recognition and status. You should be happy to be the center of attention and all this colorful. You are the best bird I have seen. I say, okay. And then, okay, are you happy? And then, okay, just come close to me. Say, do you think that I'm happy? You see, because it is because of my beauty, these people took me and put in the cage. And I may be getting all the attention and everything, but what I'm really lacking is freedom. And then he asks, okay. And he asks, what you like to be? He said, okay, if I get a chance, I really like to be as free as a crow who can fly anywhere, anytime with no burdens of attention or whatever. I love the freedom. I like if I can be as free as a crow. And then the crow realized that actually, what are the blessings that he had? Although he may be black or people don't like whatever, but still he has this freedom. He can fly anywhere. So he went back to the monk and asked, "Did you find the happiest crow in the world?" And I say, "Venerable sir, I really realized that every bird has their own problems, and every bird has their own blessings too. So I recognize my blessings. I love my freedom. I don't want to be colorful and get all the attention, and attention means problems. And let me live this life, with contentment." So recognizing, and appreciating the blessings that we have, there is contentment. Yeah. Okay. So let's try to practice this contentment, because that helps us to be more loving and appreciating and approach everyone else, and we will recognize that we will not stop like an envious. Yeah. The crow was envious of the peacock, thinking that he has all these things. We will be envious when you see mansions and all other things, but everyone has their own problems. Just be content, and you'll be able to be loving to everyone. Okay, so with that, we will move to the next part of the program, page 14. Let's take a moment to share this goodness, good merits with everyone else today. By coming to this practice and doing this practice together, we have guided our mind to reach the most wholesome states. By doing so, we have generated a lot of good karma, a lot of good merits in our heart. Now it is time for us to share this good merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed relatives, our family members, our ancestors who have passed away. Let us think about them with deep gratitude and share this merit with them too. May all of them share these merits. May all of them be well, happy, and peaceful. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any being in this world who like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca amhihi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti sindhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti sindhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti sindhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nirvana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata with great wisdom and determined to be beautiful. Now we will chant the same sutra we just studied. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We will chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, peace, and happiness in your life. May you be blessed with more courage and strength and mindfulness and wisdom to overcome challenges and difficulties in your life. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, whoever needs some help. Recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa karniyamanta kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamicca sakko ujoja sujoja suvacho chasamudu anatimani samtusakocha subharocha apakitjo Sallahukavutti samrindriyocha nipakocha ampekabbo kulesu ananugindo nachakundam samachare kinchiyena vinyupare upavadeyam sokino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitanta eke cipana bhutanti tasavatavarava sesadhighavaye mahanta vamajjimaraskanukatula Yeva andetta ye ca dure vasanti avidure bhutavasam bhavesi vasabbe satta bhavantu sukhitanta naparopara Nikumbeta nati mangyeta kanta cinang kanji vyarosana patiga sanyananya manyas sedukka mijjeye matayathaniyang puntang ayusa eka punta manurangke Vampi sabba bhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimanang mettang ca sabba lokasmin manasang bhavaye aparimanang uddhang adho ca tiriyang ca asambadang avirang asapatang titang carang nisinno vasayano yavatasam savigadamindo etam sating aditteya brahma metam viharang idamahu ditting ca anupagamma sila dasanena sampanno kami suginiya gedang nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti etena sanca vajjena sottite hotu sambada etena sanca vajjena sabbarogo vinassato etena sanca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassato mate bhavatantarayu sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Recall to your mind an incident in which you helped someone, you cared for someone, or you listened to someone. Even a simple act of kindness. Let us rejoice the opportunities to be kind to others. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about an incident that someone was kind to you. Someone helped you, listened to you, or even you notice a kind act of another person. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu.
Dear friends in Dhamma, my name is Rich Pagwana.
And new name.
New name, Samitek. I was given my Buddhist name on Sunday at my precept ceremony. So I'm still getting used to it. In fact, I had to ask Bhante not to how to pronounce it. But I was able to accomplish the precept ceremony thanks to the wisdom, guidance, and teachings of our monks over the last year. So I really appreciate that. I'm sure on behalf of everybody else, I'm sure they appreciate it too. So thank you, Bhante, for your wisdom and support. We sincerely appreciate everybody's presence here and dedicated to our meditation practice. It's a privilege for me to practice with all of you here every week. I know the young lady said you were new, and I think, Jeff, you were here Sunday, right? So you're new. This is your first
second time.
This is your second time?
First week.
Okay, so welcome. Anybody else new? Oh, great. Well, welcome, everyone. So we certainly are delighted to have you as part of our community and encourage you to continue to practice with us. Just a couple announcements. Please join our monthly, in addition to Wednesday nights, we also have monthly and annual programs to further strengthen our spiritual friendship. We had an event, Sunday was our November event, it was our Thanksgiving event, where our Wednesday group cooked for all of our Sri Lankan friends who usually cook for us every month of the year, so we gave them a break. And rumor has it that December, our Bhantes are gonna cook for us. Is this true?
Yeah, yes.
Not a rumor.
That's a Christmas lunch.
I don't know the date. What is the date?
21st.
21st of December. Don't miss that. I'm not gonna miss it. So, and another announcement, as you probably are aware, our center and our monks are sustained entirely by our generosity. If you would like to support the continuation of our programs, you're all welcome to make a free will donation. If you have cash on you, the donation box is right out to the left on the wall there. But if you're like me and never have cash on you, consider becoming a monthly donor to help with the maintenance and growth of the center. And being a monthly donor doesn't mean you have to donate large sums of money. You just donate what you can afford. And the nice thing about being a monthly donor is there's a couple ways you can do it, but you can have your bank send a check to the center every month. And what's nice about being a monthly donor is they can count on that money in their annual budget. So if you can afford it, fine. If you can't, you can also donate your time and talent. There's always things that need done here. There's a group that cleans every Tuesday. There's always maintenance tasks and administrative tasks, gardening, all kind of things. So please speak with one of the monks if you can donate your time and talents. So thank you, everybody, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you, Samita. Yeah, Nina, you want to talk about the food bank donation?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we are collecting for West Deer Lake Food Pantry. Julia, I believe, is
Yeah.
sick
Yeah.
for this week, so she's not here today, but her and I are on the flyer and the email that was sent out by Bhantes. They are asking for some favorable items such as spaghetti sauce, SpaghettiOs, and beets, things like that. There's a little list, but I'm sure they'll take anything that you have to give. Anything would be appreciated. And I think we are accepting this up until
Until end of November, yeah.
end of November.
November.
Okay, so end of November, we'll be accepting them. And we can accept them here, and also my email and Julia's email is there, so if you need special arrangements or pickups, I'm happy to help, go do that. So you can contact me by email.
Thank you, Nina. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Really nice to have you all. Those who join our YouTube, really appreciate your participation and look forward to see you again in the next session. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Those